This is a quick tutorial on our scheduled report builder. I'm going to start with opportunity reports today, and then you click on Views/Reports. The first step to building out a scheduled report is to build what we call a view. And so there's a list of views right here. A couple of these are global views. You can see over here these are global views that everyone has access to. And then your account administrator can also build out some public views for you. So you probably have some of these in here already. If you are the account administrator for your company, you can click on Create a New View/Report and create a brand new one. This gives you the opportunity to name the view, choose the search criteria, and choose what information will display in this view. You can also choose how to sort this view and what the report columns will look like. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to start with a view that has already been created. We're going to use this lead source view. And what you can do with this view is you can actually clone it. So I like how this one is started, but I want to add to it, but I don't want to mess up the one that I have. So I can right-click on this lead source, where that's then a view, and click on Clone. So this created a lead source clone, and so this is going to be my scheduled report view. So in here, we're going to leave the channels the way they are. That's the lead source. And I'm going to come down here to Customize Columns. So I have the opportunity name, the customer, the lead source, the lead type. I also wanted to grab the close date and the amount of this deal. So I'll throw those in there, and then this one we're going to go ahead and sort by lead source. So that's my third one down. So I count 1, 2, 3, and then I choose 3 here. And I'm going to use the same columns for my report. So I check this top box. That says use whatever I set up here to be my report columns as well. And then I can save this as personal if I just want to use it for me, or I can save it as public if I'd like this to be a report that my entire company can use. So I saved that as a public view. And if I come back into my Opportunity Views Reports, I can see that in here. The next thing that you need to create in order to build a scheduled report is a saved search. So we're going to stay in Opportunities, but this time we're going to choose the Saved Search option here. And you go to the Saved Searches tab. That's the second tab over from the Special Searches, go to Saved Searches. In here you can see that we already have a couple searches built out. We have a status equals closed 1, quote delivered, project complete, quotes completed, project completed. What I can do is I can build out a new set of search results in here. So I could base it off of the sales stage or the last updated date, different things like that, and save my search right here. I'm actually going to use the status equals closed 1. This is a saved search that was already built, and I'm going to use status equals closed 1. So that part of my scheduled report is complete. Now I'm going to come back to my Views and Reports tab, Opportunities again, Views, Reports. This time, instead of working up here in my View section, I'm going to come down to the Report Builder. This is where I can build out a saved snapshot, and I can schedule this report to go out. So I click on Create New Report, and I'm going to start by choosing the data source. This is where you get to pick what records show up in this report. So I have all opportunities, or these are my 3 saved searches that we went over. I am wanting to report on all of the deals that are closed and have been won. So I'm going to choose status equals closed 1. Next thing I get to pick is what date range I want to look at. So I want to see everything that was closed, and then I want to see everything closed this month. I don't always want it to be in April, just the month of April I want it to be in April, and then the next month I want it to be in May. So I choose month to date. That gives me the ability to see everything in the current month in my report. The last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to choose how the assignment works. So I'm going to say, hey, report on these based on the team lead and pull all of the users in. So it doesn't matter who the team lead is, it will show up in my report. And then I can click on continue. This page of the report builder allows you to choose an output format. It lets you pick which view it's going to base the columns of this report off of. So I already built out my scheduled report view, so I just choose that from my drop-down menu here. And then I like to click on this report table option because it gives me the ability to get a sum of the amount, and it allows me to group my opportunities by a specific field. So the field I want to group these by is called channel code. This is going to let me see all of my opportunities by lead source and get a sum of how much each one is. So we'll click on submit and we'll take a look at what this report looks like. So this is just pulling in everything in the month of April, which is the 3rd day of April, so it's not a big report. And it shows me by each channel code how many opportunities have closed and what was the total amount. So I'm going to go ahead and save this snapshot. So this is going to be closed month to date by channel. And then click Save Snapshot. So that saves that snapshot for me, and now it's right here in my Saved Snapshot section. If I wanted to go and run this report, I just click on Close Month to Date and Continue. It already has everything filled out for me, so I just click, and it runs the report. What's even better than that, though, is we can actually create this as a scheduled report to send out on a regular basis. So we're going to go to the Account tab and the Background Workflow Engine and Scheduled Reports. It's the 5th option down in your Background Workflow Engine. And this will allow you to create a new scheduled report. All right, so I'm going to name this report. This is Closed 1 Month to Date by Channel. And then I choose what type of report I'm pulling. This is an opportunity report, and I am running this closed month to date by channel. Then I get to schedule it. So I want this to send every Friday at 8 a.m. And then I choose what email address I want this to send to, what I want the subject to be, and then you click on Submit. So that will create a scheduled report, and you can send it by clicking Enable or disable it by just checking Enable and Update. So that is a quick tutorial on our scheduled report builder.